Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome back to the channel. Here we have a 1984, possibly 1985, we're not completely sure, Tokai Goldstar sound Stratocaster in a pretty sorry old state. Hasn't been used for a long time. Freddie's been having a little go on it, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, it's disgusting. Get it off me. It's all full of cooties. It's disgusting. It's all dirty and stuff and sticky.
Okay,
I don't know what they've been doing. Get it off me.
Anyway, yes, like Freddie just said, it is in a bit of an old state. It's been in the music room for many years. It was played quite a lot. It's one owner from new. Still belongs to the guy that bought it from new. So, anyway, let's get it on the bench and see what's what. So this is the back. It's all a bit scratched up. There's some dings and stuff like that. It needs a good scrub. That's for sure. Made in Japan. That serial number, if anybody can help me read that serial number, I have no clue. I've looked online. I can't find how to read that serial number to determine the year or anything like that. There's no serial number on the headstock as in previous Tokais. This one's stamped on the neck plate. You got your skunk stripe. Easy for you to say. There's some damage up here. Looks like it's fallen over and it's torn the tuner off there, and the cover's missing, but I'll have a look and see what I've got. So just having a once over the whole thing, the neck, the action, all looks okay. It's got some cracks around the neck pocket, which is quite normal. I don't think they're anything to worry about. It's got a damaged tone pot, like something like, I think it has fallen over. It must have fallen over. It's had an accident at some point. So we'll replace that tone knob. I think the pot's fine. Yeah, so the electronics all a bit scratchy. That's understandable. It's been sat gathering dust for a long time, so I will give all of that a good old clean out. We're going to strip this guitar completely down anyway and have a good old look inside and everything and do the works. So there's a great big old chunky sustain block there, which is great, and the springs all straight, which I like to see. So we're going to whip the scratch plate off and have a look at these electronics. Probably clean them up first. I'm pretty confident that this scratch plate has never been taken off. So all the screws are nice and tight, which is really good. This guitar was bought for around £225 in 1985, which is about 700 quid in today's money, so it wasn't cheap. I'm not sure what fenders were at the time. Maybe you can let me know in the comments, or I could just not be lazy and have a look myself. Anyway, so this is the insides, and we've got some nice. Look at that. None of them rubbish, cheapy little tiny pots. The wiring looks really substantial. Looks really well done, like that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Looks like good quality stuff. So all I'm going to do is clean those up. There's nothing to do with this at all. It is still working. It's just a bit crackly, so I'll just clean them out. Look at that. Beautiful. That's what you expect in a higher priced guitar for sure. So really like that. A thing of beauty, I would say. Indeedy. And there is the cutouts as well, all very neatly done. And you can see the colour it's meant to be, just about where the scratch plate was. We'll try and get that back the best we can to its original colour. Right, so now we're just going to clean up the electrics using some contact cleaner. This one's by WD-40. The other brands are available. Quite simple, really. Just there's on the pots there should be a little hole that you can just squirt the stuff into. If there's not, you can like squeeze it down the shaft. That's a word. I like saying that word, shaft, and do it that way. But sorry, I'm a big kid. I apologise. And then just wiggle the just backwards and forwards and just work that in there. And that just cleans it up, lubricates it all and everything. So these guitars are an alder body, I believe, and that's a maple neck. I'm not sure of the weight actually. I haven't weighed it. But it feels very similar to my Harley Benton Strat, so it's I think it's pretty in keeping with what a Strat should weigh. Anyhow, so once all that was done, then I just tested it, and it did the trick, of course. Always does, never fails. And there is the broken tone knob. It looks like it's been whacked, or it took a whack, and it's pushed that shaft through the top of that a little bit, split it. So I removed those, and I'm going to replace that one. Alright, going to whip out the tremolo. It's going to clean all that. We're going to clean everything. We're going to clean the lot of it. So yes, whipping that out. This didn't come with a tremolo arm, so when I replace or put this all back, I'm going to pin this trem back and put some extra springs in there, which will help with sustain. This is a vintage trem. It looks very, very similar to a Fender vintage trem, right down to the saddles and everything. And as well as the headstock on the thing as well. Look at that massive block. It's all one piece, so it's not a separate block and separate plate. It's all one piece, and it's heavy as well. Very cool stuff. So now we're just going to clean up the scratch plate. We're going to start with that first, and those pickup covers are really grimy. I'm just using quite a dilute solution of washing up liquid and some just warm water. Not soaking it or anything like that, just to get the grease and grime off of there. And when it comes to the pickup covers, they were really, really stubborn, so I used some T-cut, which I use on the body, to clean those up, because you can see they were really, really grimy. If you can see, I don't know if you can see in that, but they're always grey with dirt. And it came out beautifully, and I went ahead and did exactly the same thing with the tremolo, took all the saddles off and polished it up with the T-cut, and then went ahead, put it all back in with the 5 springs and screwed the claw back nice and tight. Now onto the neck. I'm going to use the same stuff, polish all of this up, the fretboard and all of the frets. Should come up really spanky. Let's find out.
Hey everybody, it's Freddy the Unicorn here. I just want to take this opportunity to remind you to like, comment and subscribe, because it helps Brent out in a big way apparently. And if you've made it this far through the video, then you are a glutton for punishment, I've got to say. I find all this really boring. You could skip to the end if you just want to hear the guitar, you know. Anyway, I'll hand you back over. Cheers, Ed.
Thanks, Freddy, I think. Anyway, this is why I use T-cut. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Mirror shine, all them frets polished up lovely. There is a little damage on the fretboard here and there, but like I said, yeah, it's an old guitar, isn't it? The frets themselves aren't terribly worn. I don't think they need anything doing to them right now. I think they'll be fine. Well, we'll see when we string it up and set it up. So there's our damaged tuner. I couldn't find any cover that would fit that, and I didn't want to replace all the tuners. It's not going to affect its function, so I'm just going to plug those holes and find some new screws, put some new screws in there, which is exactly what I did. And there we are so far. Everything's now cleaned up. The tuner's fixed on properly so it can be used. It's come up really, really well. Really, really happy with that. A little bit of elbow grease. I've got most of the marks off the body as well. Actually, I've got all the marks off the body. It's just, all that's left is just the dings and things, and a couple of chips, which I can't do anything about. So let's get to restringing it and see how we get on. So basically what's happened there is the D string slot and the G string slot in the nut are too deep, if you like. So the strings are buzzing on their first fret. It's not a major deal. I could replace the nut. I haven't got any spare nuts, so I haven't. But there's a little hack I know, which probably a lot of you know. I'm not going to go into it, which I did to remedy that. So let's just get on and play the blooming thing, because that's what you really want to see, isn't it? Oh, yes. So, to conclude, this guitar is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably one of the nicest Strats I've ever played. It sounds really pingy. It's got that really lovely Strat, creamy to die for kind of sound. Absolutely adore it. Looking around the internet, you can pick these up for like between £300 and £400 second hand. So that's well worth it, I think. I've owned quite a few Mexican Strats over the years, and this just blows them out of the water. So I will definitely be looking for one of these for myself when I've got the funds to buy one, for sure. Anyway, if you liked the video, then please do like, comment, and subscribe. Click the links and all that stuff. And yeah, that's it really. So hope you enjoyed the video. So, Freddie, cue the jingle. Peace. Till next time.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.